Danielle Stetzel. I'm fifth quarter at Sherman College of Chiropractic, and I'd like to talk about lifetime care versus care for life. So, I grew up in a chiropractic household, and because of this, I was constantly around chiropractic, and it was just a part of me. And everyone knew it because I would tell them, like, yeah, both my parents are chiropractors, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I've thought about going to a chiropractor, but I hear once you go, you're stuck. Like, they've got you hooked then, then you're paying them for the rest of your life, and that's all they really want, right? You're just stuck going. And for a really long time, I didn't have the words to describe why that wasn't what we were about, why being hooked like a pill almost isn't the point of chiropractic. And that's where I feel lifetime care comes in, because lifetime care can have very different meanings to different people, but for me, lifetime care is like that pill. So you get on a schedule and your chiropractor might say, okay, I want to see you 1 time a week for the rest of your life. How is that any different from people that are stuck on heart medication, right? So you have this set schedule and you're not necessarily moving forward. You're not moving back, right? Because that's what we do. We find, analyze, correct vertebral subluxation so that the nervous system can function at its fullest. And when you have this, you'll definitely have improvement of life because your body's working better. But lifetime care implies that you're constantly going to be in the same spot and you're trying to maintain that place. It is that idea of allopathy that you start up and you're hooked. You don't really have a choice in it. It's stagnant, it's a chore, something you don't necessarily want to do, but I have to go see my chiropractor today, I have my appointment. Where I feel care for life, that life isn't necessarily a time period, but it's for greater life. If I'm under care for life, I'm under care so that I can go from this place that might not be sick, it might not be any type of disease, but I'm going from this place of even wellness to a greater place of wellness. So care for life to me is I'm trying to improve my family relationships through a better functioning nervous system. I'm trying to ensure that I'm not just walking through life and experiencing things at their deepest level, but I am putting my all into whatever I do. So care for life is vitality, it's self-improvement. I'm not just going because I'm sick or I have this back pain or someone told me that it's a good idea, so I'm going to do it, which is lifetime care, right? Because you get this suggestion of, yes, well, to maintain your nervous system and your spine for the rest of your life, you should be under care and keep going. And how is that any different from our medical model that says you should go for your yearly checkup to make sure nothing's wrong? So if you're going once a week to make sure nothing's wrong and make sure you're not subluxated, you're still under that allopathic, symptom-based, I just have to make sure these subluxations stay out. If I'm under care for life, I'm taking that into my own hands. I'm under care for my life, trying to improve it so that I can improve other aspects and facets of my life. So, care for life is greater life expression to me. That's what I would tell people. So, when they come up to me with I hear if you start going, you're stuck. You're hooked. You say, don't you want to be hooked on more life? You'd only get one to live, right? So, if I have one way to improve everything I do, every aspect of my life, and make sure that I'm the best version of myself, so that I can go out into the world and I can finish every task that I start, not just to my ability, but past my ability. So I can surprise myself every day at the amount of human potential that I have and just expand that constantly. That's care for life. Care for life is expanding human potential and finding that, because most people don't even realize that they have more potential than they're using right now. It's boundless, and that's the only way that we're going to really get to it, is if we have care for life, the entire life. Okay, those are my thoughts on lifetime care versus care for life. I hope everyone has a great day.